Cowboys. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
From the 17-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Cowboys nothing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. Again, he finds an opening. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 55 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but To go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Elliott, toss right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Lavonte David. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Come on now, let's make it happen.
Maybe laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. After the penalty, it's Jones. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier, Tristan Hill, brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now
2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. That's complete right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
7-yard line.
Brady to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. An extra point try now for Succop. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Cowboys nothing. Bradley Pinion the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second
and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 27-yard line.
Now Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, just like last play.
11 more yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Cowboys nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing, Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
1st and goal, Dallas.
Now Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
On the stop.
2nd down and goal. Prescott flushed out right. And it's caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Back now in Tampa. The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunning, there to get a hand in.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Shaquille Barrett. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a 1st down.